Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this intro training course on LollyLaw. My name's Kris, Customer Success at Lolly, and in this video, we'll go over how to create custom lists for different case types that you can then assign to clients via their client bridge. Other videos, we went over what the client bridge is and how to enable the client bridge. This video will focus on how to create custom lists of required documents that you can then assign to clients through their client bridge. To get started, we'll come here to the Settings area, to the Client Bridge tab. On this screen is where your office can customize the branding and look of the client bridge. Check out our other video on how to customize your client bridge. If we scroll to the bottom of this page here, we have this area to manage the required document lists for your office's account. Your office can create lists of required documents that you'd like to require for different case types or parties involved in a case. For example, you might have an I-130 marriage-based green card where you'd like to set up a list here for the petitioner of that type of case. Here, you'll click Add New to create a new list. You'll enter the name of that list, and you'll select Add Document to add the different documents you would like to require in this type of list. For this list, I've created the list name and a few documents that I would like to appear in this required document list. I'll click Save. I'll click Save at the bottom of the screen to save all the lists that I've created in my account. Here, I have a few lists that I've already created. Now, how do we assign these lists to a contact's client bridge? First, we'll go to the contact record and we'll click on the Client Bridge tab where we can scroll down the Required Documents area. On this card, we'll select the List button here at the right. Select one of those pre-saved lists that we've already created under Settings Client Bridge. Here are the lists that we've already created under Settings Client Bridge. Select the list, and I'll see a preview of the documents that are included in that list. Add. And now I've successfully added lists to this client bridge. Now, when the client logs into their client bridge, they'll see these documents that they're required to upload for my law office. You can send your client a direct link for this list by clicking on this action button, selecting Copy URL. Then email that URL to your client where they can simply click on that link to access the list of required documents without having to log into their client bridge portal. If your client clicks on that direct link that you've sent them, they'll open it up to a screen like this where they can see those required documents without having to access their client bridge. Recap, under Settings, Client Bridge, your office can create required document lists that you would like to require from specific parties within a case type. These lists of required documents are saved here under Settings, Client Bridge. Your office can then assign them to a Contact Records Client Bridge under the Required Documents card. To learn more about the Client Bridge or the Required Documents lists, please email us at support@lollylaw.com, or you can reach our help site at help.lollylaw.com/help. We're happy to help.